chapter 14. Leroy est mort, vive Leroy. This is French expression. It means the king is dead. Vive Leroy. It means long live the king. It means the new king. Now we know the old king is Henry. Now Henry is dead, mort. And the new king is Tom. Long live Tom. That is the idea. There are two kings meant here. The dead king Henry and the new king Tom. Now Tom is the present Prince of Wales. Now, according to customs, he becomes the new king. Right. Now, let's read that chapter. Right. Take your book into your hand. Okay. Towards daylight of the same morning, Tom Canty stirred out of a heavy sleep and opened his eyes in the dark. Now it is the same day. Tom gets up, daylight, morning, in the morning. Tom got up. Stirred out of means came out of a heavy sleep, deep sleep, and opened his eyes in the dark. He lay silent a few moments. He lay means slept. He was in bed few moments, few seconds, trying to analyze his confused thoughts, trying to understand, sort out. Analyze means sort out, separate, and understand his confused thoughts. Now Tom has confused, not very clear thoughts, so many thoughts confused together. Therefore, he cannot understand what is what or which is which. And impressions, some feelings, various confused feelings, and get some sort of meaning, some idea, some sort of meaning out of them. Then suddenly he burst out in a rapturous. He burst out, he shouted. Burst out means he shouted in a rapturous. Rapturous means pleasant, satisfied. In a pleasant voice, but guarded, but somewhat controlled. Guarded means controlled. Tom speaks to himself, but somewhat in somewhat guarded, controlled voice, not loudly. I see it all. I understand everything. I see it all. Now God be thanked. Thanks to God. I am indeed awake at last. I understand. I see things. Awake means open. My eyes are open now. Come, joy. Joy. Joy is with me. Joy comes to me. Vanish sorrow. Vanish means disappear. Go away. My sorrow goes away. Joy comes to me. Tom understands. He also calls Nan, Beth, his sisters. Kick off your straw. Remove, throw away. Kick off means throw away your straw. Now we know straw. Their straw is their bed and also bed sheets or blankets. Symbol of their poverty, miserable life, straw. Throw off your miserable life. Straw means that not only their bed and blankets, but it also means their miserable life. Hie ye hither to my side, come to my side. Come to my side. Hie ye hither, ye means you, hie means something like old expression, come, run. My side. Till I do pour into your unbelieving ears. I will speak. Here, pour means put something into your unbelieving. You will not believe this story. Unbelieving story into your ears. The wildest dream that ever that ever, the wildest, this unbelievable dream, the pleasant dream, delightful dream that the spirits of night, the spirits, the God or the night is personified as a person, the spirit of night conjure up, did conjure, created, made, conjure up. Ho Nan, I say, Beth. Ho Nan, I say, Beth. He calls his two sisters. But actually, Tom is in confused mood. He does not really understand what his situation is. A dim form appeared at his side. A dim form. Dim form means some unclear figure or person. Unclear figure or person appeared at his side. And a voice said, some person said, will deign to deliver thy commands. Would you like or will you deliver, give any commands? This man questions. Now you can see a picture here. Some person, I have included some pictures for your better understanding from the original book. Will deign to deliver thy commands, right? Tom is in bed. This is that dim form. Then Tom questions, commands, orders. Oh, who is me? Who means sorrow, pain. Oh, I am in sorrow. I know thy voice. I know your voice. Speak thou. Tell me, who am I? Now, this is Tom's real situation. Tom does not understand who he is. If he is a beggar or a prince, what is his present situation? Then this man, this could be Hartford. This man explains, thou, in sooth, Actually in Sooth means really, actually. Yesternight, last night. Wert thou, you were. Wert thou, were means wert. Wert means were. Thou were, you were the Prince of Wales. Yesterday night, you were the Prince of Wales. But today, art thou, you are. Art means, again, are. You are my most gracious liege. You are my gracious, great liege. Liege means king. Edward of England. Now, this is Tom's situation. Tom understands he is no more a beggar boy, or he is no more even a prince. He is much more powerful than that. He is a king now. King, right? Automatically, a kingship falls upon Tom's head. Therefore, he cannot understand this change. Tom buried his head among his pillows. Tom hid his head among his pillows, right? Pillows. Murmuring, speaking. Murmuring means silently or softly speaking, plaintively, somewhat clearly. Alack, God, my God, it was no dream or sorrow. Alack means, oh, it's sorrowful. It was no dream. This is not a dream. This is reality. Tom understands his realistic situation. Go to thy rest, sweet sir. Sir, you can go to your bed. Sleep. You better sleep. Leave me to my sorrows. Let me enjoy my sorrows. Miseries, sorrows means. Tom does not like this new situation either. Why? He does not like the old situation either, the Prince of Wales. Tom slept again. Now from this situation onwards, you can see a dream, read a dream that Tom happens to see. This is a dream really. This dream predicts, says Tom's happy future in the palace. Tom will be a happy man in future. Tom slept again. Tom went to bed again after a time, had this pleasant dream. He happened to see this nice dream. Pleasant means nice dream, sweet dream. He thought it was summer and he was playing all alone in fair meadow called Goodman's Fields. Now Tom happened to see during summer time, he is playing in the fair meadow. Very beautiful meadow, grassland, Goodman's Fields. What is the name of that area? Grassland, Goodman's Field. When he is playing there, a dwarf only a foot high dwarf. Dwarf means a little man. 30 centimeters. A foot means at least 30 centimeters. Hmm. Not very high, only 30 centimeters, right? With long red whiskers, he had long red beard, whiskers, sideburns, and humped back, bent double bent, uh, uh, hunchback or humped back, appeared to him suddenly and said, now this little man speaks to Tom. He says, dig by that stump, dig, uh, dig by that stump. Stump is some part of a tree, a log. Dig by that log every day. Make a hole. Dig means make a hole by that stump in the earth every day, right? He did so. Tom did it. He dug the place and found 12 bright new pennies. It's a treasure. Tom found 12 bright new pennies. Pennies means some coins, valuable coins of that time, pennies. Tom found 12 pennies, 12 coins, penny coins. It's a treasure given by this little man. Wonderful riches, wonderful treasure. Ah, Yet this was not the best of it. This is not the best part of it. Mm. The dwarf said. Mm. Then he says, I know thee. The dwarf says, I know you. Mm. I know you. Thou art a good lad. You are a good boy. Mm. You are a good boy. Mm. You are deserving. Deserving means uh, you need or you have some right. Thy distresses means sorrows, pains, unhappiness, shall end, will come to end, for the day of thy reward is come. Your reward, day of your reward has come. This is your reward. Today is your reward in day. Mm. Thou shalt find always, you will find this treasure. Mm. You shall find always the same treasure, this rich 12 bright new pennies. Tell none, don't tell anyone. Keep the secret, keep this secret. Now, in this way, Tom is rewarded by this little man in a dream. This is not reality. This is a dream, remember. What is the idea? Tom is a good boy who must be rewarded. That is the idea. Tom is a good boy, good-hearted boy who must be rewarded. Then the dwarf vanished, disappeared. Tom flew to Offal Court. Tom came to Offal Court with his prize, with his gift. Prize means gift. Saying to himself, he speaks to himself. Actually, what is the situation? The situation takes place when Tom happens to see a dream in the palace bed. The situation takes place when Tom happens to see a dream in the palace bed. Saying to himself, every night will I give my father a penny? Now Tom thinks of how to divide these 12 coins, 12 pennies, how to divide. How? Every night I will give my father a penny. I will give my father a penny every night. Every night. It means 7 pennies. 7 pennies directly go to his father. He will think, my father will think I begged it, because his father wants Tom to beg and find money. Now Tom can get rid of this begging. He does not like begging in the street. By giving his father a penny every night, then 7 pennies directly go to father. Right? It will glad his heart. He will be happy. And I shall no more be beaten. And the other benefit that is that there is no punishment from father. 1 penny every week. Every week I will give the good priest, Father Andrew, who teacheth me, shall have tuition fees. I will give my teacher, Father Andrew, 1 penny every week. Right? Another penny. Right? Now still there are 4 pennies. Nan and Beth the other 4. I will give the other 4 pennies to my 2 sisters, my mother. Tom does not keep any for himself. Why? What is the idea? Tom is not a selfish, greedy person at this moment. He is a generous character. He loves to share things with other people. That is the idea here. We be done with hunger. Finished. We are finished. No more hunger for us. No more rags. No more torn, dirty clothes. No more fears and frets. No more fears, punishments, threats, savage usage, bad treatments from society. We'll be respectable people in society because of this money. Right. Now, in his dream, he reached his sordid home. In the same dream, he came to his sordid, ugly home. Right. Sordid home. Out of breath, with some tiredness, panting, out of breath. But with eyes dancing with grateful enthusiasm. Encouragement. Enthusiasm means great encouragement or spirit. He cast 4 pennies. He threw away 4 pennies into his mother's lap and cried out, "They are for thee. These are for you, mother. All of them, everyone. For thee, for you, Nan and Beth. They are honestly come by. I honestly earned them. Not begged. I never begged, or I never stolen." No. Tom is proud of this generosity, this sharing. He proudly says, "I did not steal them, mother. I did not beg them. I myself honestly earned those. Keep them." The happy and astonished mother strained means embraced him to his breast and exclaimed, she shouted. Now this is the end of that dream. Dream comes to end here. Now it is the real situation. Now Tom is awakened by someone. It waxeth late. It is late. Pass in time. Waxeth means pass in time. May it please your majesty rise. Please my lord get up. Now some person, some officer awakens Tom. Now Tom is majesty, your majesty, king. Tom is spoken to as king, right? We know that Tom is no more prince. That was not the answer he was expecting. Tom never expected this answer because in his dream, he was speaking to his mother, but now someone is speaking to him. The dream had snapped asunder. Snapped asunder means broken into pieces, destroyed. Snapped asunder, broken into two pieces. His dream is shattered. Shattered, in other words, shattered. S-H-A-T-T-E-R-E-D. He was awake. Now, Tom is in his real situation. This is reality. This is not a dream world. This is the actual world. He opened his eyes. The richly clad first lord of bedchamber. Lord of bedchamber means that the officer who handles Tom's bedroom duty. Bedchamber, bedroom duty. Have you got an officer in your home to do your bedroom duty? Yes, to make your bed, to put you into bed, to put the mosquito net and switch off and on lights, something like that. That is the duty of bedchamber officer. He was kneeling by his couch. Couch means bed. The gladness of his lying dream faded away. Now, happiness of his dream faded away, went away, disappeared. Disappeared. Now, Tom is still again in sad mood, uncomfortable mood. The poor boy recognized, the poor boy understood that he was still a captive, a king. Underline. He was still. Now, this part. He was still a captive and a king. What is the idea? A prisoner, a king. Tom does not like this new situation. He feels he is like a prisoner in a palace, captive and a prince. King, not a prince, king. The room was filled with courtiers. Tom's bedroom is now full of courtiers. These royal servants, clothed in purple mantle, purple cloth. Everybody, every servant is dressed in purple cloth. Purple, purple is a color. Purple color. What is this color? It is the morning color. You know this word morning. In the drama, we met this morning. Popoa is in morning in a black suit. Now, the royal people, their morning color is, sad color is purple. This color differs from country to country. In our context, it is white. It is white. In Christian context, it is black. Now, in the royal palace, in 1950, in the 1500s, In the 1500s, it is purple. They are all dressed. Even Tom is dressed in the same color, same colored suit with the noble servants of monarch, great kings. The room was morning color. Tom sat up in bed. Tom is seated in his own bed and gazed out, looked out from heavy silken curtains. Now Tom is well protected by a silk curtain, something like our mosquito nets. Silk curtains. He was looking at his fine company, these fine company, nice people, fine company. Now, Tom has to be prepared for his day's duty. What is his day's duty? He has to function as king. He has to function as King of England. He has to go to the royal assembly, royal court. Tom is not a simple character now. He is a king. He is a king. Right. Now, this part, it means from the last part of page 95 to 96. The writer describes the serious, intricate, or complex way of dressing a king. Dressing a king, right? It's very, very complex. Now there are so many officers to check the king's dress before it is put on the king. Now writer describes this intricate method. Now you can see this picture for your better understanding. Now Tom is in bed. Now there are so many servants, officers. They check it one by one and put it on Tom. The first lord of the bedchamber received the horse. Horse means simply it means stockings or trousers. Trousers. Now it is this picture that the writer describes here. The writer describes here. You can check how many people, how many servants or officers, royal officers, are checking this dress. The weighty business of dressing began. The great business of dressing began. And one courtier after another, one royal officer after another, knelt and paid his court. Paid his court means gave their respect and honor, offered the little king his condolences. Condolences means their unhappiness, sorrows about the heavy loss. Heavy loss means that great loss, that is the dead king, death of King Henry. While the dressing proceeded means went on. Now, while dressing Tom, now they expressed their sorrows for the princess or king's loss of his father. Actually, Tom's father is not dead. This is not a real prince. Now you see, in the beginning, a shirt was taken by chief equerry in waiting. Now he is the first officer, equerry in waiting. He takes a shirt, Tom's shirt. First, count the number. This is number one, right? Number one. If you put number like this, he's the number one officer. He takes the shirt, who passed it into the first load of buckhounds. This is number two. Put numbers like that. Now, after acquiring waiting, checking it, he gives it to bedchamber. Sorry, first load of buckhounds. Then these buckhounds, he passed it to the second gentleman. This is the third one. Now you can put numbers. He gives this shirt to the second gentleman of bedchamber, who pass it to the Lord Head Ranger. Now, bedchamber gives it to the head ranger of the Windsor Forest. This head ranger of Windsor Forest passes it to the third groom of the stall. The third groom. This officer gives it to the Chancellor Royal Chancellor of Duchy Lancaster. This Royal Chancellor passes it to the Master of the Wardrobe Master, who passes it to the Norroy King at Arms. Then this Norroy King at Arms gives it to Constable of the Tower. This Constable of the Tower passed it to the Chief Steward of the household. He gives it to the Chief Steward. And in return, this man, the steward passed it to Hereditary Grand Diaperer. This Grand Diaperer passes it to the Lord High Admiral of England. High Admiral of England in turn passes it to Archbishop of Canterbury, who passed it to the First Lord of Bedchamber. Finally, the shirt comes to Bedchamber, who took what was left, who take the left of the shirt and put it in Tom. Now, how many officers are employed in dressing Tom? Did you count? How many officers? Send me the number who counted the number of officers who took part in this dressing game. Yes, nobody counted. Okay. So many officers, at least 14, I think, 14 officers took part in this dressing procedure. Right? This is that way. How they passes Tom's shirt from hand to hand until it comes to the hand of bedchamber. Right. Now, we'll discuss the other part of this chapter in our next session.